Hello everyone, hope you're all having a great week so far. I know I am because I got to play through Cat Quest 3 and it is a total blast. The game comes out on August 8th, International Cat Day, and it's honestly a really easy title to recommend. It's a small open-world RPG with a pirate theme full of bosses, battles, and buried treasure. The story is pretty basic. You're searching for the long-lost Northern Star, and the hunt will take you from island to island, completing dungeons, fighting pirates, and a new feature for the series, sailing your ship through the Caribbean. Cat Quest 3 has a demo you can play on Steam and Switch, as do the first two games, which I haven't personally played, but I'm now considering it based on how much fun I had with this newest installment. My first playthrough was a leisurely 6 to 7 hours, and now I'm sitting around 10 hours with another side quest or two still to complete. Now I did end up switching to easy mode, which lowers enemy health and has them do less damage, just because some fights can take a while to get through, and I just wanted a more relaxed experience. So don't let this cute exterior fool you. The game can get kinda tough, but there are other ways to push through this aside from just changing the difficulty. That's where all the RPG stuff comes in. You're armed with the primary melee weapon, a secondary ranged firearm or wand, and a total of 4 spell slots once you've leveled up and unlocked them. You can find weapons and armor out in the world, and can come back to town whenever you'd like to upgrade them. Each item you equip comes with a bonus stat, like extra armor or health, faster reloading or movement, or certain elemental magic resistance, to name a few. So once you figure out how you like to play, leaning more on magic or melee, ranged, or close combat, you can create a build to suit your needs and level up your preferred items. It's very easy to get gold out in the world, so I wouldn't worry about wasting it or anything. Just experiment and see what you like, swapping weapons out whenever you find a new one, or wearing whichever armor looks the coolest. So once you get through this relatively short tutorial and talk to a few NPCs, you'll have your first lead on the location of the Northern Star and where you should head next. At this point, it's up to you to either head straight there or wander around the archipelago and explore at your leisure. Although if you do beeline the main quest, you will eventually run into a difficulty spike and will probably have to level up somewhere else before you can continue. Which really isn't a problem because my favorite part of the game ended up being all the optional stuff. Different dungeons dot the map, some requiring you to solve a puzzle or find a key to unlock it before entering. And the dungeons are a refreshing mix of dark flooded caves to navigate, towers to climb, and these bigger castles with different obstacles to overcome. Each dungeon has a little completion marker on your map, so you'll know if there's still any treasure in it left to collect. Same goes for all the regions out in the open world. The islands are full of chests, puzzles, and side characters who need your help. Surprise, surprise. And there's always something new to discover just around the corner. I really like the idea of a compact open world like this one. You can see new islands and points of interest off in the distance, but you're not overwhelmed by too many options. Right from the beginning, you can head out in any direction you'd like. Sailing around is also very fun, especially once you've unlocked a few ship upgrades, and I found some of the later game naval combat to be actually the hardest part of the game. But as I said earlier, if you run into an area or boss that's too tough, all you need to do is level up more and you'll be sailing past them in no time, quite literally. And if you are really craving a challenge, the Mew game modifiers from the first games will be returning, which are basically a set of challenges you can toggle on and off, like not being able to go past level 1 or not equipping any weapons or armor. Cat Quest 3 does already have a New Game Plus though, which just resets the story and collectibles, but lets you keep your current level and all your items. I'll be uploading a couple guides later in the week to help people figure out a few of the side quests, and like I said, this is quite an easy game to recommend. I'm struggling to think of anything negative to say. Combat is fun, the world is full of things to do, the story is cute and bursting with puns. So I guess if you're not a pun person, then stay away. Launch price is $20 US with a 10% discount, and I can totally see myself going back to try out the Mew game modifiers whenever that update comes out. You can also play through the whole thing in local co-op, which I didn't get the chance to test, but it's still good to know it's there. Cat Quest 3 is a wonderful piratey action game that has totally sold me on the series, and I'm already looking forward to hopefully the 4th installment, or whatever the Gentle Bros decide to make next. Let me know if any of you get a chance to play, especially if you're already familiar with the series, and I wish you all a very possum day.